就3个换好了啦。好啊。OK。好。好。Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Patrick Hong from Taiwan Design Research Institute, TDRI. Welcome all the participants in the library and also audiences of Asia Creative and Innovation Channel online. Thank you for coming to Taiwan and Thailand Design Talks. We are truly happy to see all of you to join us tonight, especially during the pandemic situation. Tonight, we invite 6 outstanding designers from Bangkok and Taipei in different design expertise, including circular design, product design, and space design. The design talks will share you the design trends, ideas, experiences, knowledges, and case studies. I hope everyone enjoys the time and get more inspiration, more understanding, more exchanging with each other. Before we start, I would like to introduce our guest. First, I would like to show you a welcome video from the Deputy Director General of Industrial Development Bureau, IDB, Ministry of Economic Affairs. Let's welcome Ms. Pei Chen.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's my pleasure to attend this session. Over the past 4 decades, Golden Pin Design Award in Taiwan has established its visibility in the world. After open calls extended to overseas designers, we are seeing growing submissions from around the world. Many outstanding works coming from Southeast Asia, especially Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. In 2020, Thailand had 75 design works compete in the Golden Pin Design Award, and 90 of them won the award. It was a great achievement for Thai design. This year, TDRI collaborates with Thai Trade Office for the first time and organizes an exhibition with 45 award-winning designers from Thailand. In the coming months, these works with Golden Pin Design Awards or Denmark Awards titles will be exhibited at Taiwan Design Museum. We welcome all of you to experience the meaningful moment of Thai design in Taiwan. Tonight's design talks with designers is a part of international exchange under IDB's project. Through Golden Pin Design Awards, we facilitate this cross-border discussion between Taiwan and Thailand to understand the differences between two cultures and maybe even to find a common in between for us to work together in the future. Besides, this exhibition and talks really highlights the topics of sustainability, and we see how Thailand implements environmental protection, advocates sustainable development, and brings circular design into daily life. Our collaboration with Thailand in sustainability really fit into what IDB does for our industry. We hope we can have more collaboration in sustainability design and circular design. It really leads to more opportunities across the field and demonstrates the diversity of design in Taiwan and Thailand. In the end, I would like to thank TDRI for promoting design in Taiwan internationally, and the DITP and Thai Trade Office for your assistance and support. I look forward to have more talks in the future. Though we cannot have traveled around the world for now, we can still promote design. And I really hope there is no more pandemic next year so that we can have really face-to-face talk. Thank you for your participation. I wish everyone all the best and have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the video from Ms. Betty Chen. Our next guest is Mr. Somdet Susombum, the Director General of Department of International Trade Promotion, DITP, Ministry of Commerce of Thailand.
Good evening from Bangkok. I am Somdet Susombum, the Director General of the Department of International Trade Promotion, or DITP, Ministry of Commerce of Thailand. It is my pleasure to join this design talk being held at one of the most creative venues in the world, Taipei. Ladies and gentlemen, since early 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has hampered global industry's growth. However, the pandemic is also leading us to an opportunity to rethink about our business models. The DITP ourselves took the opportunity to sharpen our strategies in order to better support and promote creative entrepreneurs, while also contributes to global growth. We did learn from Taiwan's good practice in this area, and we highly appreciate the partnership with you. Nowadays, there are manufacturers, designers, and artisans who are influenced by upcycling ideas. The DITP has been aware of this trend as well. We have encouraged entrepreneurs to implement the circular economic concept in order to conform to the global environment trend and present into the international market. This is in line with Thailand's latest national agendas, the Bio, Circular, Green Economy Models, or BCG economy. Its aim is to drive growth toward the SDG goal inclusively, leaving no one behind in this long run. Last year, products from Thailand's outstanding designs won 19 Golden Pin Design Awards. These works are exhibited with Thailand's Good Design Award or the Mark Design Excellence Award under the theme of Sustainable Design. I would like to invite you to attend the Sustainable Power of Thai Design exhibitions, or S.P.O.T, at Songsan Creative Park from today until 23rd of May 2021. I am certain that you will enjoy viewing outstanding works made by Thai designers and appreciate how they practice environmental protections, as well as promoting sustainable development that brings the spirit of sustainable design to life. Aside of the exhibitions, I highly recommend the talk by three creative entrepreneurs from Thailand speaking about the Thai ways of sustainable design from three different aspects: product design, circular design, and space design. They represent this movement in Thailand very well. So spare your time. I'm sure it will be both interesting and thought-provoking. It may ignite collaboration and knowledge sharing between our two sides in the near future. So please enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Director General of DITP, for the wonderful video. I'm sure we will have more opportunity to work together in the future. Next, please welcome the Vice President of TDRI, Mr. Oliver Lin, to give a welcome speech.
Okay. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of our Taiwan Design Research Institute, I sincerely welcome all of you join today's party. I still remember 30 years ago when I studied in the United States. I enjoyed the party. One American asked me, "Where you come from?" I said, "I come from Taiwan." He said, "Oh, Thailand is a good place. I like it very much." I think he's right and also wrong. I think Taiwan is Taiwan, Thailand is Thailand. It's total different two countries. But however, both of our countries are beautiful place, and the people are very hospitality and friendly. Also, we know Thai food and the Taiwan food, both are very, very delicious. In design point of view, Taiwan design development is very good and very stronger in the world. And Thailand design also is very excellent in the world. Both national design center like TDRI and the CEA is a very stronger design organization in the global market. We still remember Taiwan and Thailand is two different countries, but they both of them put out their resource and the budget on circular economy and also circular design. In this exhibition, we will see 19 design works products from Golden Pin Design Award and 26 design products from DE Mark, or called the Design Excellence Award. Both of these products, we can see Thailand is put a lot of effort on circular economy and the circular design. So today, I believe it's a good start, but not the end. We wish both of the designers can have a deeper communication and deeper collaboration. Also, we will thank you, Thailand Design Office in Taipei, give us chance can bridge Taiwan designer and the Thailand designer. I hope you can enjoy tonight's party and also have a good night. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Oliver. We will prepare food and beverage. After the design talks, we can enjoy it. Next guest is Ms. Kelly Lee, Director of Thai Trade Office in Taipei. The Thai Trade Office and TDRI cooperate for an excellent exhibition in Taiwan Design Museum this month. And please say a few words to us.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here with you all today. As I myself have a background in architectural engineering, being part of this event is my personal interest as well. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Taiwan Design Research Institute for helping us making this event happen, creating a chance for Thai and Taiwanese designers to exchange their views on various aspects of designing. As we all know that the world demand of raw materials keeps growing, unfortunately, the supply of crucial raw material is limited. According to the United Nations, by the year 2050, the equivalent of almost 3 planets could be required to provide the natural resources needed to sustain current lifestyle. We therefore can no longer stay with the linear economy, which is worsening the crisis of our nature. The circular design is the engine for us to move toward the circular economy. It is systematically tackling the way we produce and consume things, which will help us remain within the boundaries of what the planet can sustain and bring nature back into our life. With a long experience in supporting the Thai designers, the Department of International Trade Promotions, as well as Thai Trade Office Taipei, we are proud to see Thai designers moving toward the circular design. Their circular design products are now exhibited in this Songshan Creative Park until 23rd May. I hope you all will spare your time to visit them. Lastly, this initiative, collaboration between Thailand and Taiwan, is making me feel more confident about the future of the circular economy in our region. I commend all designers who moving toward to this trend. And I wish you all a really successful and fruitful discussion. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly, and thank you for your help in the exhibition. Next, I would like to introduce speakers tonight. Please wave your hands, right? And say hello to our audiences. And on my left side is Miss Lance Han. And then Miss Hao Junhong. Okay. And Mr. Shi Kaizhen from Taiwan. And we also have designers from Thailand. Okay. So the first is Mr. Jirachai Tangikamwang. And we'll have Miss Tweety Tepakom. And the third one, where are you? We have Miss Siriwan Chuarak. Okay, please wave your hand to our audiences. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. And to, hi, okay, the vegetarian, I remember you, right? Vegan. Vegan, not vegetarian, okay. To remember this great time, next we will have a group photo together. So we would like to invite Mr. Oliver Lin and Ms. Kelly Lee from Taichung office, and Deputy of Taichung office, Ms. Fang Chen. Now also we have a guest from IDB, the section chief, Yuan Pin Huang. Come together, and also our three speakers. Right? Okay. Okay. Then we, wait a moment. We take one more picture with the audiences. We want to ask our guests and speakers to join the audience for a big group photo, okay? Okay. So. Okay, we can sit here. We have a big group photo. Together, right? Okay, please see the camera. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so let us begin our design talks tonight. Each speaker got 8 minutes for presentation. Let us welcome our first speaker, Ms. Lance Han from Dot Design, who focused on circular design for many years. He cooperates with lots of companies in Asia, especially with Thailand. Please welcome Ms. Lance Han.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, I'm Lance. Okay, design director from Dot Design. Dot Design is a design company from Taiwan. We are focused on sustainable product design this year. Thank you for the invitation of TDRI. I'm so excited to join planning of the Sustainable Port of Thailand exhibition and the show today. In recent years, Thai design work have been amazing. Their work have won many Golden Pin Design Awards this year. We also find there are many things about sustainability in the work. The international community pay the attention to sustainable development. As designer, we are also find the change in the market. Okay, first let's introduce our company and what we do recently. We established at 2003. Our work includes product, brand, and society design. This year, we are focused on sustainable design. Taiwan has also paid attention to sustainable design issue in recent years, and we are honored to join in the design and the promotion process. There are many different ways to sustainable design. I think it can be two parts. First, the product is 100% single material and can be recycled. For example, recycled plastic. Second, the product is all natural material, and the first decomposition time for example, bamboo fiber material. Of course, these are many issues that must be paid attention to, such as carbon footprint, production energy, environment pollution, decompose, recycle, and so on. Okay. So we are created a Re-In brand in 2020. We want to share with you guys some recent projects that Re-In has done. First, PET bag design project. We may know most of the bottles are made by PET material. Transfer PET into fabric is Taiwan's strength. This time we have cooperated with Taiwan factory. We want to design 100% PET bag. The stitch, button, and the zipper are all made by PET, and they are not dyed. Also minimize the fabric waste in our design. Taiwan has a very good fabric pelleting technology. Using the pelleting feature of PET fabric is launched this series. We already published the concept in Taiwan and Japan before. This year, we want to cooperate with international designers. I also hope that Thai designers can join together. Second, pineapple fiber design project. Many pineapple harvested in Taiwan every year. Pineapple leaves are left behind this time. We have cooperated with Taiwan company to develop pineapple leaf fiber clothes and develop products in the future. It has also been presented in Japan before. The shirt and the bag were developed and using true pure natural material. Okay. Third, bamboo fiber plate and beach toy. In recent years, many international home brands have adopted bamboo as a material because it is eco-friendly. And we are design many bamboo products. This time, the fiber is made by the waste of Taiwan bamboo, and the product industrially product which can be cheaper and more market-friendly. Taiwan bamboo fiber production technology does not add plastic. It's qualified for food container and pass Hero SVHC test. Okay. We use food color to dye, and the product have more natural color. This product also won the Golden Pin Design Award in 2019 and 2020. We have also become agent of bamboo fiber manufacturing, hoping to promote Taiwan sustainable design and technology to any country or all of the world. Fourth, bamboo fiber tableware. We tried to vacuum forming process in 2020, and we have made good progress. This tableware made of bamboo fiber material and the design by us. It can be used at -20 degree to 120 degree Celsius. It can be washed and it's not softened. It's as easily as a paper container. The price is also very cheap and it can be used many times. The product is being to decompose in 90 days. When it's burned in the soil it is thinner, lighter, easier to decompose, and cheaper. It is good for outdoor activities. Okay, this is our company sharing on circular design. And the future, we are looking forward, have opportunity to cooperate with Thailand, make sustainable design could be continuous. I also look forward to more designers from different fields to join. Thank you again for the invitation. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Lance, for a great start. Next, we will welcome the designers from Thailand, Ms. Sirwan Chiwarak from Green Dot Blue, who was also the winner of the Best Golden Pin Design Award 2020. As I remember last December on the ceremony, you suggested people to eat vegan, the single biggest way to save our planet, right? Let's welcome Ms. Sirwan.
Okay, so, start now. Oh, this one is not it's not the first page of my presentation. No. Okay, this one. Okay, start now. Because in Thailand, more than. Okay, please hide my face. Please, thank you. Please move. Okay, in Thailand, more than 4 billion plastic bottles are discharged as garbage every year. Most of them are buried underground and washed away in river and sea. Less than 20% sent to recycle. By recycled plastic bottles, we can reduce the generation of greenhouse gas and harmful substances, prevent air pollution, water pollution caused by the burning of plastic waste. Green Dot Blue company, we design products from fabric and felt that made from 100% recycled plastic bottles to help reduce plastic waste. And choose microfiber leather instead of genuine leather for animal and environmental friendly. Now we have 2 eco-friendly brands, Artwork and Hotel. Artwork is for the fashion and Hotel is for home decoration and furniture. Next, please. Okay, Artwork to me is the felt backpack just got special award from Golden Pin last year. In this collection, Artwork Sumi also got award from Thailand. Next. This one is Artwork Sumi. And next, please. Here is some more design from our company, eco-friendly furoshiki bag and polka dot backpack from plastic bottles. Next. And the last one is the eco felt pool bag for Four Seasons Hotel in Bangkok, which adjusts the design from Artwork Sumi. Okay, next. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you the Hotel brand. It's a home decoration and furniture eco brand. The slogan of Hotel brand is Live Sustainably. Next. For the new collection, Whole Garden. Do you think that sometimes minimalism is too boring because life may need more detail? The whole garden collection is the beautiful pattern of the soft touch of eco-felt with modern Asian style. Next. The eco-felt is also made from 100% recycled plastic bottle with the function of sound absorbent. Next. It's a handwork to stick it one by one. You can add this decoration to your house, office space, or decorate it in a resort hotel to add more relaxing modern Asia atmosphere. Next. Because not all interior design will be suitable with the real plant or less natural light, but you can decorate with this eco-felt garden. Next. You can add a touch of the garden for your interior as hanging screen panel, hanging ceiling decoration, or hanging ceiling light and room divider. Next. Custom order are welcome. If you're interested, please contact me to get the quotation. Okay, I sell it now. Next. And the photo just show how it's suitable with some of the interior design. It's just a mock-up. Okay, next, please. Okay, this product is called Acoustical, the Eco Acoustic Panel. This one also got award from Golden Pin last year. Next. The problem is not many people think that they will need acoustic panel until they use that space, live or work in it, and then found out later that about the noise problem. The problem is install acoustic panel on the wall mostly have to rebuild and will cost a lot. And some wall is glass wall or big space like multi-purpose area that can install permanent structure. The solution will be acoustic panel that help reduce noise and help fixing space at the same time and easy to install and remove. Acoustical is eco-felt acoustic modular panel made from 100% recycled bottles. One acoustical made from 67 water plastic bottles. Next. Lightweight eco-felt panel is very easy to interlock and build them on floor with interlock modular system to make temporary room divider or hang from the ceiling to make new space. Also easy to attach with smooth surface by using just double-sided carpet tape. And this panel is flame retardant and no allergen. Next. The pattern inspired by Asian architecture detail. Geometric form is easy for connecting pattern to pattern. Simple but sophisticated design for consumer to decide their own layout. Next. And next. It's a clip. Okay, it's a short clip that show how it look like when it's interlocking. Okay, it's the last page of the company profile website. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Siriwan, for the wonderful sharing. Next, we welcome Mr. Hao Junhong from Ouroboros Studio Lab. Welcome, Mr. Hao Junhong. He was also the winner of Golden Pin Design Award in space design in year 2020.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hao Junhong. I'm the director and founder of Ouroboros Studio Lab. Next, please. This is our studio. We are a multidisciplinary studio based in Taipei. Currently, we have 6 people to do as best as design as we can. And also we work with different people from different fields, such as artists, scientists, and engineers. Next, please. This is an award we won. Few awards because we are very young studio. We found at 2017, only 4 years. Okay, next, please. So the first project I want to introduce for everyone is my secret base. This is Beigang Elementary School classroom renovation in New Taipei City. Okay, next, please. So we can see this is original classroom. It is very typical classroom. We see from I was young, grew up to now, it never changed. Okay, next, please. So this is the bed of the classroom. We can see at the front, we have a very big blackboard. And at the back, we found really interesting things because we have like this tiny space at the half level of the classroom. This is a storage. Next, please. So this storage space is very dark and dirty. Teachers and children put their books and the teaching stuffs in here, but they never use this stuff. And children never go into this space because it's so scary. Next, please. So we can see it's very bad quality. Next. So we think about maybe we can reopen this space and reuse this space as a new secret base for children. Next. Also, we think about what is the rule of a classroom. Next, please. So we research the subjects of nowadays elementary school for students. We found many different subjects. It's very different when I was young, such as society, music, nature, and art. So we think maybe before, we always face the front of classroom to hear teaching how he or she speak. We think maybe we can use every elevation of the classroom. Next, please. We can face the front of classroom. Why don't we face the back of classroom for teaching? Next, please. And also, students can divide it to different small teams to discussion, like how we studied in the university. Next, please. So this is before. Next. This is after. We remove the original blackboard to redesign a boundaryless blackboard. We use whole wall as a blackboard. Next, please. So teacher can use this blackboard for teaching. Next. And also, teacher can draw with children. Next. Also, after class, children always run to this blackboard to draw everything they want to draw. Okay, next. So this is like a creativity space for children. They just use their imagination and creativities to draw. So now you can see we have beautiful tree and also beautiful dolls and little monsters. Next. So this is the back classroom before. Next. So this is after. We reopen the storage place. So this is like a multifunctional place. It can be a display window, can be a performance space, and also it can be a really small, tiny library. Depends how they want to use this space. Next. Next, please. And also, we remove the original carpet to redesign this cupboard. This is a movable cupboard. Children can move it very easily and store their books and other stuff. Next. So you can see children really love this space. They always play in this space and use this for like performance stage. Next. Next. And also teacher move a piano on the stage and singing and play with children. Next, please. And we even make instruction for school to teach teachers how to use this classroom efficiently and also beautifully. Okay, next please. The second project is a thing called Catalysis Chamber. Next please. This space was a very small factory before. So we remove all the decorations and the original ceilings to be like this space. But we put very strong concept of this space because this space should be an experimental space for natural materials. Next. Next, please. And also this space should be contain every kind of performance and exhibition, such like artist performance. Next. And also it displays thousands different paper types in order to work with designers and artists to create new possibilities for how to use paper. Next. So this is the original office. Terrible. Next. We changed this space as a very tiny gallery. So this is our exhibition for display how we use paper. Next. So this is the other exhibition to display VR exhibition. Okay, the third project I want to introduce is Reading Cathedral. This is Xindian Senior High School Library. Next, please. So before it was like this. We can see a lot of things, tables, chairs, books put in this space. Next, we want to reintroduce light and the nature element, such as trees, back into this space. Next, in order to improve the quality of this space, we designed this very tiny and delicate display structure. And it is movable as well to display books. Next. So we can see we can easily change the position of this structure, and also the space can be flexibility by people, how people want to use this space. Next. So people can enjoy reading in this space. We want to bring back the respect between book and human. Next, please. Next, please. Okay, next, please. Next. Okay, next, please. Okay, this is our team. This is my last page. Next, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hao Junhong. Our next speaker is Ms. Tweety Vajrahai Tepakom from Department of Architecture Company, who was also the winner of the Best Space Design of Golden Bean Awards 2020. Welcome, Ms. Tweety.
Thank you. So you can see the slide, right? Thank you very much for inviting me for this wonderful event. Next slide, please. Because we have such a few minutes to have, so today I'm going to show only one project. It's called Little Shelter. It is a hotel located in Chiang Mai. Next slide, please. Chiang Mai was an old capital city of the northern region of Thailand. So it is a place that it has a lot of culture and craftsmanship, and it's very beautiful architecture and environment. So the place that we would like to create for this hotel is we are trying to find a way to connect to the sense of a place, especially the cultural and what they have in Chiang Mai, but trying to find a way to connect it in a contemporary way. Next. This one is one of the main material that we are interested in. It is shingle wooden shingle roof, which is quite prevalent in the vernacular Chiang Mai. So we are quite interested in this and trying to see what can we do with it. Next. The plot is really tiny, and the room is only 14 rooms. The hotel is really small, but it's located on the bank of the Ping River, which is the main river of Chiang Mai. Next. So our design strategy of the architecture itself, we have to build it quite fully into the allowable setback to achieve the place that we would like to have. Next. So we need to build it in this full capacity allow. Next. But we would like to have some sort of linkage to the vernacular architecture in Chiang Mai, which has the roof is quite a character of Thai architecture. So we wanted to have a roof, but we shifted a little bit so that it's kind of an irregular shaped roof. So it's not totally a copy of the old, but it's sort of a new form of the roof line. Next. And we cut the roof open so that we can use the rooftop to enjoy the view to the river. Next. And this is we want to use this wooden shingle as the main material of the building, and it's a reclaimed wood. So basically, it's reused material. So it's both reflects the sense of a place that we have over there, and also kind of trying to reduce the use of new materials as well. Next. On the riverfront side, we want to introduce a contemporary material, but within the language and the old technique of construction as the shingle. So we have used this new material and used the stud and the shingle method to hang this translucent material as a finishing on this part. Next. This is on the opposite side, which is the road side, which is the entrance side. We also would like to use this new material with the old material. Next. And not only that, we would like to merge the new and the old together. So next. So we try to devise the way to construct the actual roof shingle of the past and blend it into the new material of today. Next. So this at night you kind of see the building as sort of like a lantern as it's glow out to the outside, and the shingle is sort of like the wooden shingle is sort of like a silhouette of the image, and you can see translucently through the building. Next. And during the day, because the little pieces of the materials is like slightly off angle of one another a little bit, so it's kind of shimmering in the sunlight. Next. Next. So the way that we are trying to think about how to construct the old and the new material. As the new material is translucent, so we have to try to find a way to use the construction start, trying to find the material that is also transparent, so that when you see the whole thing through, you won't see the solid opaque line of wooden stuff at the location that we have the translucent material. So you see like it's all see-through, translucent. Next. in the front. Next. And on the river side, we have the opening of each rooms up there, looking out to the river, and each rooms will have a little balcony so that people can come out and sit out. And also the balcony also act as a shading device, so the heat won't get into actually won't get into the room, so that we could also reduce the use of the air condition energy. Next, the room at night. Next, looking out from the landscape. Next, next. And from the inside and in the front, so the quality of light that is transmitted into the space is quite nice, and it's light up the whole space. Also that we don't have to use the light during the day and in this space. Next. And the one thing that we would like to work with is also the touch of and the connection with the local craftsmanship. So in Chiang Mai, they have a special kind of umbrella, which is Bo Sang umbrella, unique to Chiang Mai. And in this space, we want to try to do something with it. Next. We are trying to use only the skeleton of the umbrella to design and redesign the whole thing as sort of an installation hanging from above. Next. So the umbrella become the craftsmanship of the umbrella in Chiang Mai become the sort of like an art piece in the space, and we have it use the original wooden color and starting to transform down into the white color, which is sort of conform with the facade of the building that is gradient from the wood to the white. Next. So and we play with the structure of the umbrella that can open and close in different angles. Next. 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 And coming inside into the building. Next. Next. So the little restaurant is Little Shelter. Also, you can it take the view of the river, and also you can still see the umbrella as a main feature of the space on the ceiling. So it's sort of give a sense of space of Chiang Mai into the space. Next. Next. And for the guest room interior, next, we would like to also connect people to the sense of place in Chiang Mai in various angles, both the cultural spaces, the old fort of the city, the craft, the umbrella, the forest, and some events such as floating lanterns. We would like to bring that into the interior space for the guests to have a connection with Chiang Mai. Next. So we went out and took photographs of some of these pieces. Next. And in the room, which is really tiny because it's Little Shelter, the room is really tiny, so we would like to place this kind of sense of image into the space. Next. On the side of the walls, we also continue the sense of the shingles from the outside, but with a slightly different material, which on above it will be a reflective material. Next. And we put the image, we print a large image that we took onto the ceiling. Next. So, and each room will have a different image, and each room, so we will have a different atmosphere. Like some rooms feel vibrant, some room feels calm, some room feel cozy or modern. Next. And the image that we have extend into the side of the walls, into the reflective material, so it extend the room and extend the image as well. Next. And each time you can, when you come to this hotel, you can book for a different room so that you can have a totally different atmosphere. Next. So this is the Bo Sang umbrella. Next. 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 Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Tweety. Great sharing for us. So next we welcome Mr. Shikai Zheng from Studio Shikai. Shikai has been designed a wonderful series of kitchen and tableware for biggest enamel manufacturer in Thailand. He was also the curator of Taiwan Pavilion in London Design Biennale 2016. Welcome, Shikai.
And oh, sorry, because it was mentioned that I did a project in Thailand. It's really about the enamel manufacturer, and in the beginning I thought, okay, I'm going to share that case because this is like kind of a Thailand and Taiwan's conference, but just this afternoon or this morning I was like organizing the slideshow, and we thought, but the exhibition was about sustainable design. Yeah, so I totally changed it. Yeah, so well, I gave the title of this talk. It's from recycle to sustainable. It's I'm just going to share about a little bit my experience about how what I did and how I kind of dive into this field. The next one, please. So. My studio, I was trained as a product designer in the beginning and start to do a little bit curation and also exhibition design since 2015. So in beginning, not only product, but I also do more like gallery piece for museum and for, of course, for gallery and for collector. So it's quite mixed. So art, design, and also I did communication or installation. Yeah, and so on. Next one. So for the product wise, and for me, material and the manufacturing process really matter for us. So these are the material we kind of on hand and we get used to apply on our product. Next one. So in the beginning, I'm going to talking about until recently I just realized, okay, this probably it's a sustainable design project, but this is a project I did in 2012, and it was not in Taiwan, but in not in Shenzhen. What's that? Zhengzhou, not in Zhengzhou, but it's in Henan, it's in Luoyang. Next one, please. Yeah, so it's a project about the bronze replica project. So there in Henan province, there's a small town, and they don't produce copper mine, but somehow they are really famous for like producing bronze replica, like from ancient era. Next one, or something like that. So this is all replica. Yeah. Next one, and we see they are kind of it's kind of craftsmanship, and they produce this. How do you call that? Antique, like I shouldn't say fake, because they produce this not in cheating purpose. They sell this to they sell this product to like museum, like to souvenir shop, something like that. But it's really interesting for me. And next one, yeah. So I stayed there about 3 months and to do my kind of research project. The next one, and until recently, I just find, oh, yeah, I did know they use recycled like brass parts from anywhere else. Yeah, but next one. And I use that to did some of the mirror project and also lamp project for the private client and for the gallery. But because until recent years, I was kind of diving into like circular design or sustainable material. I just realized, oh, that my project was made from recycled material. Yeah, it's quite interesting link. Next one. This it's like quick video, short video about 1 minute.
这个锥形，我觉得很有趣的地方会是怎么样从这个土地里面发现一个点，然后去建构起来一个自己的世界观，然后再做收敛，再往外扩展，这样子不断的收束，然后变成是一个新的平台。那未来的人可以在这个平台上再继续再成长出来。
I should do the
这次的材
translation,
料我们是跟花莲的设计中心合
my
作，
speaking
然后使用食材就是冰语料，然后把它
Mandarin is
做成
quite
的这个
fast.
摩西字。
当时拉比
So
提出
just
这样的合作
enjoy
需求的时候，
and watch it.
对我
But
来讲，跟我们
the
原
idea
本
is
期待的目标
we're going to talking about it later, because in 2018 there's a quite big earthquake happened in Hualien. It's in east side of Taiwan, and at the time, because Hualien is a quite important place for manufacturing stone, and also especially for the architecture material for building, like a big like a stone plate, like for the like wall or floor decoration. So at the time after the earthquake, the industry has facing quite big loss of the damage of a material because of earthquake. Next one, please. Yeah, so tons of material was abandoned from the factory because it's not longer able to use for their client's project. And next one. So the idea, the video was showing like I work with Hualien, like stone and resource research institution. There's another institution like they are in charge of like helping stone industry to like looking for research and also like finding their way to develop their own industry. So we work together to develop our own terrazzo. Terrazzo, it's actually in Taiwan quite like well known and famous as like a, if you have an old house, and or if you can quite easy to see that in your maybe grandpa or grandma's house on the floor, but not recent years until maybe 2016. Yeah, but we don't really have the terrazzo has as a material, but because like in old time before, terrazzo was made on site, but not like pre-made in factory. Next one. And so we left side, you can see there's a design that we're trying to imitate like by Illustrator, and the right hand side it's the sample they provide, they according to the drawing we provide. Yeah, next one. So this project was made for La Vie. It's a very nice magazine, and every 2 years they will select the 100 best creative project in Taiwan. Yeah, and that's the, how do you call that? what? Trophy. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Next one. So this is the last project I'm going to talk about. Also, a few years ago through TDRI, yeah, I met a very nice, sustainable company. We should say that, but they don't do design, but they do. No, yeah, as a 顾问公司, consultancy. Yes, thank you. Yeah, and yeah, it's Renato Lab. So they work with another like really big company called Jialong Technology. They are specialized to recycle PCB board. So you all know PCB board is like probably about 60% of non-metallic material, and so other 30-something% it's precious metal. So that's really valuable. But with the progress of technology, so nowadays our product it's not that not use that much precious metal. So the income of their company is like going down. And so they start to think how to make profit of the other 60% of the material, because also as the material in before was also being abandoned and by landfill only. So, and those non-metallic material, it's basically plastics and also the glass fiber. Yeah. So every year in Taiwan, and we abandon 100,000 tons of PCB waste. Yeah, that's quite amazing. That's lots of amount. Yeah, next one, please. Yeah. So the proposal, it's a project called Restone. So until this year, Restone it's already like developed to third or fourth generation. So what I did for Renato, it's a second generation material, and also Mr. Han Lens did the third generation. And Renato just told me by next year they're going to like really mass production this material. But what we see of this, the potential of this material, it's we can like for the first time we can make a closed loop and of this non-recycled, unbiodegradable material as a like a usable material. And for example, like a material for furniture, like this plywood. Yeah. Also for maybe for architecture in the future, like for maybe floor, for the wall, for the any kind of use. And also like after maybe 30 or 40 years when the house is going to take down, the company will go recycle it again. Yeah. Next one, please. Yeah. I am not supposed to talk about too much of this project, but also Renato Lab have also been involved another really interesting material. It's bioplastics. So hopefully by next year we can show you some more things. Yep. Next one. Oh, this is the end. Thank you very much.
Well, it's very excellent speech. Thank you, Shikai. And last, I would like to invite Mr. Jirachai Dangigam Wong from Disawa Industries in Thailand. Jirachai is a famous designer in Thailand and also the curator of Bangkok Style Exhibition 2019. Welcome, Jirachai. Jirachai, can you please open your microphone? We cannot hear you.
Sorry.
Okay. Now we can hear you.
Welcome to this award, right? I'm a little bit different from other designer because actually this is our family business, right? The company started up since 1972. We are the second generation in the business. Next, please. Right. Click, please. Yeah. So actually, this is what is we are doing. We are specialized for teak wood production. We have all facility in-house from sawmill, KD, and production. So we do a lot of teak wood for production for export, like OEM, customized for customer in USA, for customer in Europe, for almost like 30 to 40 years. Next, please. Right. But so annually, every year, we do exhibit ourselves in Maison Object, in Bangkok, in Thailand, in Japan, in Isarone, in Milan, right? So we always create our concept in terms of based on design, right? So we have been working with a lot of design for marketing, design for the trend and everything for quite some time. Next, please. Right. So every year, we try to work the concept of design. What is the next trend of design? What should we do with the design? What should we do with the trend? So we have been working with a lot of designers, either in-house design. We have in-house designer team also. And we also work with international designers and like a young designer, Japanese designer. Next, please. All right. So every year when we try to do something, so because as a company, right, we are trying to target the market first on, okay, what is the next target marketing in terms of product design? Like if we target for the hotel, for the resort, or for the restaurant, so we have a concept in our creation in every 2 to 3 years. Next, please. Right. We try to create the combination of material in terms of production as well. So we also not only doing teak wood as the main product, but we also do the combination with stainless steel, aluminum, and also other material that's available in the market for outdoor furniture. Next, please. Right. So in terms of design, at first, what we are thinking about design or what we are talking about the design is that we need to have something outstanding. We have to need to have something unique, right? Pop up, because this is the first unit that when we first exhibit ourselves in Milan, right? I have a small space over there. So my first target is how to create something that make our brand look different from other. So we just create the canopy from triangle combination and do the showcase there. Next, please. Right. And next also, please. And also besides that, we've been having a lot of experience working with international designer like Mr. Toshiyuki Kita or also Mr. Massimo from Italy also, right? And we also have experience working with like a #1 florist designer in Thailand, Mr. Sakun Intakun as well. So from the experience of working with a lot of designers, we feel that, okay, design is to create something different. Design is to create something new. Design is to create something beautiful. So what is the next step of what should we design? Next, please. Of course, the first trend that come out into the market is a green design. Right. So for the green design, how we can make the product out of the green concept? Like this up lamp, we have been made it for almost 10 years, right? And the concept is very simple. We have a lot of offcut of the material. So we use 1 inch square of the wood of what we have left over from production and combine. But our main target is that even though it's eco product or it's offcut, it's a waste material. How can we make the product that doesn't look like a waste? Because by the end, we feel that the customer does not want to buy something from trash. We doesn't have, so the concept behind is that the image have to look nice. The concept is beautiful and it's very unique. And by the end, it's green product. Next, please. And also, you know, this one, we got one of the finalists in a Christmas Design Award in Design Boom in Japan for your the concept of this one is that, what is a Christmas? We feel that sometimes when people say about the festival is something that you destroy a lot of natural resources. So our concept is that let's borrow a Christmas tree. What do you mean by that? So what we are using to decorate the Christmas tree is that it's just a natural plant that you can just follow from your garden, plant it at home and do the decoration. And after the season, the whole thing is actually the interior shelf. Next, please. And also, this is another concept that we try to use because in terms of production, you will always end up with a lot of size of material, right? So in terms of design, what we try to utilize is that we try to create a design where a lot of size can be used. So in that way, we can try to minimize the wastage in terms of cutting of the wood. Because if you only use one side of material, by the end, you throw away a lot of parts. But if you have optional size in terms of length, then you can use this size for this part, this size for this part. So the wastage is minimum. Next, please. Right. So after the green concept, we try to follow the trend of what should we do. Right. We also do the innovation trend also, which is actually the loungers. What is by the mean of this innovation? Actually, is the sunbed loungers that you can storage vertically. This one got the German Design Award also. So what is the concept behind this one is that we have a customer in Japan, in Hokkaido, where they always have a lot of typhoon. Right. So when they have typhoon, the problem when I talk with the customer, what happened is that they have to store all the loungers, but in terms of people working there, they have a limited staff. So what they do is that they need to have the loungers that one people can handle the storage, and it can be packed and compact. So we design the storage way to be vertical way. So in this case, all the height will be about 2 meter height, which is the length of the lounger, and one people can carry and move around. Next, please. So after that, we become having fun with a lot of new concept, right? So we try to create a concept that, you know, this left side is the bench with the braille wording. You know, one time when we exhibit in Maison, you know, in Maison Object, they always have a trend forum, right? So we want to be one of the showcase in the trend forum. And what happened is that 1 year, there's a concept which is called word, right? So this award just want to clarify what should we do with the word in this award term, right? So my first concept is that we want to use the braille wording. But in terms of braille wording, we try to find what is the best wording that we should put into this bench, right? Actually, the bench itself is the two-seater bench. You can find a small stainless steel pot that you can put a tree and the plant, right? But the wording that we put in the bench at the back with the braille wording is that if you sit alone, try to move aside and give some space. Right. The concept of this bench is actually, we want to have people to know everybody should be sharing, even the handicapped people or the blind people. They should feel good about themselves by sharing to the society, even though it's just a next sitting space. So that's why we want to create this concept. And this one got a lot of social media also in Design Boom. And the right side is actually something that we try to create from the triangle shape of the pillow of Thai style, right? Still, all the design, we still try to connect something with the Thainess in the product. Next, please. Right. So after we do something with the bride, we find a next challenge is that I want to do something for the handicapped people. What is the next handicapped people that we can play or we can challenge ourselves? So this chair was designed for the Parkinson people, right? What do you mean by Parkinson people? We try to design the chair, you know, after the study, right? You know, the acupuncture, that's something with the foot massage, with the hand massage. The nerve of the stimulation of the nerve is on the fingertip of your foot and your hand. So that's why what we just designed with this chair is that we designed the grip of the arm to be just fit to the fingertip. And at the end of each fingertip, we just put the brass pin, right? So when people sit there, they can just use the pin to stimulate the tip, right? To create a better blood circulation. Next, please. Right. And this is another problem that we find is nice challenge, right? Because one time I have 2 kids at home, and then all my kids right now, the communication go wrong, right? All the communication, people are using social media, Line, WhatsApp, whatever, as a communication. So I just want to put a little bit back into what is the proper communication. Proper communication is that face-to-face communication. When you want to talk to somebody, look into their eye. So what we decide on this bench lounger is that 2 lounger is facing each other, right? And what about the distance between these 2? The distance between these 2 is the touching hand distance. That means the one who's sitting opposite each other, you can reach each other by just touch your hand. Next, please. And we become, a lot of people has been talking about senior people, right? Or elderly age or something like that, right? So what we do with our standard collection, we have a thick wood bench that we design, right? But in Thailand, what happened is that each country culture is different. So in Thailand, you have people have the nurse or family who support the elderly people, right? So in the concept, what we just did is that we just remove one arm out of the chair. Why? Because so that when you want to lift up your parent or your grandmother in and out, it's make them easily access to the product. So sometimes the design doesn't have to be totally difficult or totally tough, right? You just see the function and you just adjust a little bit and make the design practical. Next, please. All right. And this is the breast stool. It's just a small stool, right? This one, we got the award in Hong Kong as the top award for the Wellness Design Award in Hong Kong, right? It's just a small stool. But what happened is that the clip on the arm, right? I have the open space one size. I have the gesture in terms of gripping in different gesture, right? So when you lift yourself up, what happens is that you generally twist your body and you can lift up easier. This chair we designed for the people who have the back problem or elderly people who have a little bit of a back problem. Why? So that when you lift yourself up, you can twist automatically and reach up to the table easily. And one good thing about, when you design something for handicapped or old people or ageist people, one thing that we take into consideration all the time is that they're emotional. That means if you design something for old people, it doesn't have to look like something for old people, but it's just something with design, something with the unique concept, and it's fit well with the normal interior. Next, please. And this is a new collaboration, right? This is my new challenge last year, right? We do the collaboration project with the government, right? By what is the next trend of this award? This is our challenge that we want to use the fashion into a furniture. So this is a collaborative project from Black Sugar, which is a fashion brand in Thailand, right? And Pasaya is the fabric maker where they are using the upcycling fabric, and these are what. So this is something that we want to pull out ourselves out of the box. What is the next trend? We want to be an art piece and furniture piece or something that is in the new area, right? So this one is now showing in Venice International Design Festival in Venice at the next week, actually. Next, please. Next, please. This is Gifted Heart. This is also another challenge. We saw a community where they are using, where they are working together with the Rama Hospital. What they are doing is that there is a lot of Parkinson kids in the hospital, right? And then they want to help them to have more concentration. So what they do is that they prepare all the leftover yarn from all around the place, right? And let the kid do the knitting, do the fabric by themselves, right? So each fabric is depend on the emotional of the kids at that time. And they can create the color by themselves. They have all the freedom to choose the pattern, and they have all the freedom to create, do the creation, right? And so this one, when I met with this group, I said, okay, I need to help them to create the awareness to the society, right? So we bring all the fabric together and do it as a patchwork, as a lounger, right? And also we create a small pillow and cushion cover so that first, my target is that all the kids need to be useful, right? Because right now, all the kids for their family, they feel like they are like a burden. So I bring them to get the award. Actually, this one we already got the Korea Design Award this year also, right? So I want to bring them some happiness that your kids, something that might seem to be not perfect, right? But by the end, right? That kid is also can create the income because all the pillow and everything, right? This one will create the income to the community for the hospital. Next, please. Right. So this award has been awarded with the German design or the design award internationally, right? We all got the award for the design section, and also we got the award for the green section and innovation section. Next, please. And 2020, we are so happy that we got my first Golden Pin Award, right? We are so happy that what happened today is the collaboration between Thailand and also Taiwan, right? Between DMARC and Golden Pin. And we are looking forward to the next collaboration in terms of design, in terms of sustainable, in terms of production in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jirachai, for your presentation. Finally, you got the Golden Pin Prize.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next, we will have our panel discussion, and I will have some questions for all of our speakers. And if we have enough time, I will open to the audience for questions. Okay?
Yes.
So first question I would like to ask Taiwan designers, please provide a short description about your observation of Thailand design. What are the features, characteristics, identities of Thailand design? And on the other way around, the same questions for Siriwan, Tweety, and Jirachai. How about the Taiwan design in your opinion? So please, who will be the first?
Lady first.
Okay, please.
Lady first.
Lady first. And Miss Siriwan.
I forgot to open. Yeah. Okay, from my experience, Taiwan design is like a good combination of Chinese and Japanese style. And because I'm a base art director, so I have to say that I really like Chinese, Japanese, and Korean alphabet character because they look very graphic. The graphic design of Taiwan has their own identity, which is different from Japan. That's my answer because if talk about the product design, I think it's not clearly different. So I will talk about the graphic design instead.
Okay, thank you. And how about Tweety?
Hi. For me, I think the general design scene in Taiwan is really active and really nice, and we see a lot of product design really nice and in production. And I see that more, my impression that the main characteristic of what I see in Taiwanese design is they are really clear and minimal, and really have a really clean lines. So in terms of the space design, because I'm an architect and interior designer looking into this space design in Taiwan, I also think see the same line that the Taiwanese design has a really interesting and clear idea, and it's expressed quite minimally, and it feels kind of soothing to me. It's not shouting, but it's really, really nice and really clean in general. And another thing that I have a really good impression is that in Taiwan, you have quite a lot of adaptive reuse of space, which is really nice, both in terms of the sustainable. It's not like tearing down buildings and rebuild a new one, but adapt the old building to a new use and really exciting ways to use. And it brings the history and the future together, and I think that's really interesting.
Okay. In my opinion, Thai design is passionate, colorful, and humorous, and local traditional skill. Okay.
Okay, I will. Okay. So how about the next? Okay.
Okay. From my view, I think Thai design always combine with natural elements and make people feel alive in such as furniture design, graphic design, and space design. So they always use natural material for construction, and also transmit to graphic design symbol. So for me, it's really different with Taiwan, because Taiwan, Tweety said, Tweety mentions, we try to minimize our design as clean as possible, and also we try to use local materials like steel, I don't know, recycle plywood to use in our space design or architectural design. So this is quite different. So I think maybe we can learn from Thai design to bring in more alive field in our project. Thank you.
I think they already answered my question. Yeah. But I'm actually quite envy the Thailand design, and since I kind of feel the design in Thailand is really energizing and really bring your own culture and combine with the craftsmanship and also your industry. And well, because since you mentioned about the Taiwanese design is clean, neat, well, somehow I miss something that I really, as a designer or as a person who really care about our own culture, and I kind of feel maybe in the future that we need to look after, learning from you, to join or combine, to merge more culture parts into our design. Yep.
Okay, Jiracha, you are the last one.
Yes.
But,
for Taiwan design and Thai design, what I find quite similar, because one thing, right, we are Asian people, we are emotional people, right? So all the design concept that we make, it's always have a heart of caring of people inside, right? Maybe we are not that high technology or something, but all the design concept that each people are putting into the product on both country, we always have the cultural image and emotional. Like all the presentation today that we have, you can see that we always do something for people, right? We are not trying to be the top of the whole thing, but we are trying to make people better. that is a good thing about our Thailand and Taiwan design.
Okay, thank you. The next question you can answer first, right? Okay. Okay. The second question is a little bit big. What is the trend of Asia design in the future, in your opinion?
Yes.
And what is the most important issue or challenge for designers? Is that environment or pandemic or social problems or other else or vegan or something else?
Okay, I
Okay.
start first, right? Okay, the problem is marketing, right? Because we have been talking about eco-sustainable and everything, right? So in terms of sustainable, you cannot survive or extend with only a few designers, right? I would say all the designer in Thailand, a young designer, a student designer, everybody should help and try to get involved into this type of concept so that it can extend the market to be acceptable. Because by the end, to be honest, when you want to play something with a sustainable concept, the market is not there yet. Right. So that's why I believe that Thailand and Taiwan and all the Asian countries, all the international designers should combine together and create the hub so that the market wide can create. And then it will become a new normal, because I know that the new normal is coming. So let's sustainable to be the new normal marketing for everybody. That is what I hope for.
Next, Shikai, please.
Right. Well, when I was like look at this question, I was wondering like which scope we are talking about. Is it about commercial? It's about which one? The cultural part or the society part? And I think it's all different. Well, personally, I don't like talk about trend, but because I kind of feel the trend has a pass. I mean, like it is going to happen in 3 years, and maybe after 3 years, this issue is not important anymore. But I rather look at this as a, I don't know what should I say it in English for that term, but it's kind of necessary element going to happen in the future. So for the question that Patrick asked, for me, the first thing is culture things, and because in Taiwan, when we first think about we're going to buy the new furniture for our new house, and the first things while asking people, they all think about IKEA. Yeah, for me that is a big problem because I kind of feel we lost the way we live as a Taiwanese, and we supposed to having that. Yeah, and why people think about IKEA, because in people's mind they don't have a kind of image of how we should live, and that should lead us to maybe other brand, maybe smaller brand or individual brand or Taiwanese brand, whatever. So, but I kind of, that's why in the last question I would say I'm really envy Thailand, because when we think about Thailand, we can imagine the life in Bangkok or in Chiang Mai, and that's very clear image. Of course, the sustainability, it's a really important issue. Now we are really like put lots of effort to work on. And another things I would like to mention at this stage is recently a really close friend of mine, they are Japanese designer, and they announced a new project, and it's funding by their Ministry of Science. It's called WeOn. And WeOn project, it's a project like, of course, it's government funding, but it's a research project to talk about how Japan to keep their position in the future, especially on the ocean resource, and also their how do you call that? Like a food producing rate for their own country. But by design and research leading, and which I think it's also like recent years, like TDRI is trying to push design thinking into the government system. I really think this would change Taiwan a lot, and I hope like we will do like similar project in the future.
Thank you. But it's a hard job to push government to change. Okay. Then who's the next? Okay. 3-1. Is one.
Okay. In my opinion, I think designers have to give more priority on how the product is good for the environment and how to make it last longer and durable and easy to fix, and how to manage to destroy it without impact on the environment when it's broken or it can be recycled. Because now when I will start to thinking about buying something, I will think about how I will destroy it when it's broke. Because now in Thailand, we have the cement factory that we can send trash that can burn to go to make and fuel there. I'm not sure that I call it cement factory. Maybe it's wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay, and for the pandemic things, I think actually if everyone goes vegan, we can stop the next pandemic, right? So we should have like to decide a campaign that educate people and urge them to go vegan, to stop the next pandemic, to stop the deforestation. Everyone knows, right, that animal agriculture is the main reason that Amazon forest is being destroyed. Yes. And to stop climate change and to stop animal exploitation to save our planet, and we have to act now. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad that I can talk about vegan again. Thank you.
Thank you, Siriwan. So sometimes I will save our planet. Sometimes I was a vegetarian. Sometimes.
Actually, I heard that Taiwanese is most of you is vegetarian, right? No.
So not all the time.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. So who the next?
I think for designers, any issue and trends is important. We are facing different challenges. The coming up innovation can create product that meet the marketing needs. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Lance. And how about Tweety? What is your opinion?
It's for the Asian future, and actually, I think it's pretty clear that not only for Asia but for the whole world, and I agree with everyone that I think one of the main things that we have to try to solve is about the earth and the issue of sustainability. Because if we don't do it, we only have one earth to live. So I think it should be the direction that everybody would help moving forward.
Thank you. So last speaker. Hao Jun.
Yesterday, I was watching BBC News in my place, and I saw like Joe Biden, the president of USA, and also President Xi from China. They are talking about something. I was very interested because of climate change conference. They are getting together and talking about how to reduce carbon consumption, something like that. But we all know that, I don't know, are they really doing something? I'm not quite sure. Just joking. For my opinion, Pardon me. Okay. From my opinion, instead of like we are talking about recycled materials, reused materials, we are more focused on how to recycle space and building, such as the winner of Prestigious Prize this year, a French architect, Vassal and Lacton. They are saying they don't want to demolish any building. They just want to renovate the building, redesign the building. So for me, this is kind of like a sustainable way to do that. So in our project, we always try to hunt some space we can redesign and talk about with our client and also convince them to redesign and renovate. So for me, how to recycle the space and to be reused, because those spaces will always forget and abandoned by people. We just forget them and just put something we don't want in the space. So if we can reuse the space, that should be another way to do. And also, the other way, we try to use local material to connect with what I mentioned before, to reduce carbon consumption, because we reduce transportation. So for me, this is like kind of like sustainable way to do it from my field. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So any questions from our audiences for today? Do you have any questions for our speakers? So, okay. Huh? Party time? Okay. So again, I want to say thank you for your coming to our design talk today. And also thank you for our 6 speakers for your fantastic experience sharing. We are looking forward to doing this again in the future. I wish to meet you soon in Taipei. Yeah. Okay, thank you for coming and have a nice Friday night. Thank you. Then we thank you. Then we prepare some food and beverage in our library, and please stay and share with each other for the further sharing. Thank you. Bye.